All right, everybody, from your left to right, we have number 5, Drae Murray, number 21, Cody Schilling, and head coach Tom Billeter. Coach, if you could just give us an opening statement.
Yeah, no, it was a good college basketball game. I really tip my hat to Mines. It's a good basketball team. They guard very well. They're physical. They play well with each other. They made shots when they had to have them. And, I've said all along, we have a lot of media in Sioux Falls. We have a great following. And we were all interviewed all week and talking. And I said the most amazing statistic is that they have made more free throws than their opponents have shot. And that is what they do. And they did it tonight. And that's a sign of a basketball team that plays well together, made the extra passes, did the things they had to do to win. And, let's face it, we had that thing tied at 47, had momentum going our way. Really could have gone, a different direction, and they came together and went to zone, which we knew they would. It didn't. It shouldn't have bothered as much as it did, but it did. And so I give them a lot of credit for getting right back together, getting on the same page there in the second half, and that was a key run for them after, when it was about 47-47, right in that time period, they hit some big shots. But, very good basketball team, and I congratulate them.
All right, with that, we'll open up questions.
Coach Mike Kelly with Guards, you mentioned having it tied. Did you feel like you had taken their best shot at that point?
Mike, I'll tell you, it's a great question, and I didn't think we played very well in the first half. They're the reason. I'm just telling you, as a coach, I thought we left points on the floor, missed free throws, things are uncharacteristic for us, and I just didn't think we played very well. And to be where we were in the first half, we said, hey, it's 5 buckets. First TV timeout, we wanted to be down 4, we were down 5. Next TV timeout, we wanted to be tied, we were. And so, I thought everything was going in the direction it should have gone and was going. We missed a couple shots, and they made their free throws, and they made theirs. They got a lot of extra second shots that were key. I know the rebounding is very similar offensively, but it seemed like they got key ones when they had to. They made the plays down the stretch, which is what you expect, team ranked #1 in the country, #1 seed on their own court should do. And crowd, I thought, helped carry them. And I can go on, but they made the plays, and to be honest, we left some points on the floor that's very uncharacteristic of our team.
Did it surprise you how quickly, I think it was 54-52 right in that same stretch, and then all of a sudden I think they were up like 10. Did it surprise you how quickly they got back in control?
Yeah, it was weird, as I wanted to take timeouts, but you also know fatigue was going to be a factor at the end, and I thought it would be closer. Thought we'd get back and I could use my timeouts at the end. And during that little run, if you remember, it was a 3-point play, I believe, and another 3. It was quick, bam, bam. And we had a shot that rebounded, funny, boom. They got an easy layup. They were kind of uncharacteristic baskets. They got that lead so quick. I can't say I was surprised. I was unhappy. I was wishing that hadn't happened. But, when it got that late in the game and they were up by 8 or 10, I knew that, we were going to have to get some breaks and make some shots.
Cody, what were they doing to you defensively in that first half to hold you down?
They came out just hugging, but I don't know, we got to give them a lot of credit. They played hard on defense, they rebounded well, but they came out just hugging kind of our shooters at the beginning of the game. So it was hard for me to get any looks because they were all over, but that also allowed some driving lanes, and like Coach said, I think we just left some points on the board, and they got some big offensive putbacks, they hit some big shots, some second chance points. They played the nuts off the whole night, and I think, I don't know, they're a good team though. We battled all night, packed place, we battled, but they came out on top.
Are they the #1 team in the country, do you think?
When they're crashing the boards and hitting shots, they're going to be a tough team to beat. They just play so hard. I think, honestly, down low, I think that's one of the toughest teams down low, most physical teams that we've played all year. So, are they the #1 team in the country? I think if they get rolling and they're hitting shots and they're banging down low, I think they're going to be very tough to beat.
When they were up by 12 early in the second half, they had it free to go up by 15, but you guys weathered that storm. What's going through your mind as you're chipping away at that lead?
We just told our team to stay together, keep fighting, because we knew we would have a chance if we could just defend and get stops late in the game, but we wasn't able to get those stops. I think our team gave a good effort. We just missed some assignments on the defensive end, but we got to credit them because they took advantage of our mistakes.
With the way they were holding down Cody, did you see opportunities for yourself and some of your teammates to come through with scoring?
Yeah, Cody's a great player, so he always get a lot of attention, so it opened up a lot of stuff for the other players. That's why Al Rickon was able to have a big game, and Cam and myself, because they just got to honor the ability of Cody, how good he can score the ball. So it's just good playing with a guy like him, and it just made it a lot easier for us.
They got 30 points off their bench. Are they about the same when they substitute, or do they go down a little bit, or what? Are they that deep where they can play that way?
I was waiting for someone to bring that up, 'cause I meant to mention that in my opening statement. I mean, you bring, Muller, I already said his name, Brian off the bench, and Mueller, Muller, and those kids that just came off, and, Maish came off and gave them a lift, and they're 8-9 deep, and I think that's a huge advantage for them. And I would really they're a very complete team. I mean, they're deep, they're solid, they don't whoa you. I mean, when you watch them on film and things, you don't sit there and just whoa you. But then you look at them and you go, they just don't make any mistakes. They don't beat themselves. They're very consistent. They're very, very, very steady. They're a very good basketball team. That's a well-coached, good basketball team. They've got a great facility. They got a beautiful campus. Kids come out and they make more money than if they kept playing basketball. It's a good recipe for success. If you ask me, it seems like a pretty good job.
Cody, could you just talk about you being a senior and having this be your last game?
Yeah, I mean, coming out here, it was kind of a dream come true, making the NCAA tournament 3 out of my 4 years. I mean, not a lot of people at Augustana have done that. So, obviously left with some individual records. I really wanted to win a few games out here and make some noise, but, we got a tough draw first round and we battled. And, I mean, this guy sitting next to me, I mean, he's played great all year. I mean, he stepped into a tough situation, had to become our starting point guard in 1 year. And, I mean, we had guys, Derek DeZeo for 4 years. I mean, he gave us everything we had. I mean, yeah, he may not have scored a lot of points, but he rebounded. He was one of our best defenders for probably 3 out of 4 years. And, it's really been a privilege, to be a part of a team like this. And, it's going to be tough taking this jersey off.
I'm going to be tough, Brad. I'm not going to let him take the jersey off. Either one of them.
Any more questions?
Hey, I wish these guys a lot of luck. All right, that's a good basketball team.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.